Alright everybody, welcome back. Before we get into today's game, I want to show you guys a pocket passing 4-star QB and a 4-star pass protecting offensive tackle. We're looking to the future here, and if we can get these two guys, I think there'll be a couple that will really change our future. Also, I want to shine a spotlight on Lester Hobbs here. 10 tackles, 5 assists, 4 for loss, and an interception last week. Got him a Player of the Week award. Let's see if he can really turn that up and bring that same type of energy into today's game as we are at home taking on University of Louisiana Monroe. And at quarterback will be Juwan Johnson. He's going to hand this one off to Jaden Wright, and that's going to start their day off. 7-yard carry, making it 2nd and 3, which should be relatively easy for this offense to pick up. They go 5 wide. Johnson dropping back. He's going to end up getting sacked. That's Brandon Franklin. After that gain of 7, we knock him back about 5 yards, sending the linebacker on the blitz. Looking to avoid a 3 and out here, Johnson finds his man, Mitchell, which will not be able to get them the first down. We would get the ball, and our first drive starts off like theirs with a run, but vastly different results as we only get a gain of 3 with James Ingram. Now dropping back, Jenkins steps to the right side of the pocket. He was looking for Klein, not able to get it there. That's going to bring up a 3rd and long for us. He wants to still step right side, and we played a little bit too safe there, trying to do a check down, which would bring our drive to an end. So both teams go 3 and out to start the day. Johnson here on the read option. He'll pull it, able to gain 7. So back-to-back drive starters of 7 yards here for the Warhawks. But look here, Lester Hobbs would get an interception on a bad pass from Johnson. That's his 2nd interception in just as many games. This freshman linebacker is making a name for himself and is trying to show us that we are not making a mistake by starting him, as Jenkins is now rolling out to his right side, away from his throwing side. He'll find Caleb Brown for 21 yards here, getting us to the 19-yard line. Now Jenkins in the pocket, no pressure. Corey Milner has to absolutely moss a defender to keep his quarterback out of trouble before being taken down at the 1-yard line. We would try to go hurry up here, and UL Monroe would call a timeout to slow us down. Going goal line formation on 1st and goal. It is a fumble, and it is picked up by the defense. Wyatt Gilmore will recover it from the 1. He's running, trying to get there, and he will be taken down the 29-yard line, essentially flipping the field position and giving UL Monroe the ball back. And when we go and we look in here, we can see that Kyle Hedgie, if I'm saying this name correctly, the freshman, number 78, D-tackle right there in the middle, makes contact, forces the fumble. And that allows Wyatt Gilmore, number 42, to come scoop it up and nearly score. Now we're asking the defense for a big favor here after the sudden change. And right now they are getting it taken to them after an RPO for a 1st down gain. Inside the red zone now, Monroe hands this one off to Wright. Another 5-yard gain. 2 carries, 12 yards, averaging at least 6 yards a carry. Johnson tries on the read option. He gets taken down by Dylan Kidd. That actually would be considered a sack, as that was an RPO call, so they're going to say it was actually a pass play for us. Coming out in the load defense, left side loaded, and a forced incompletion by Beasley to keep ULM from getting any closer. They would have to settle for a field goal from the left hash, and he just sneaks it inside the right upright. So ULM, after forcing a turnover, is trying to take it to us here in our own house. Now a return by Hawkins. He'll break 1 tackle, and he is loose. He crosses midfield. He makes it to the 30, the 20, before he is eventually tracked down to the 12-yard line, giving our offense some great field position, as now defense, special teams for both sides is the ones making the plays. We go nowhere on 1st down. On 2nd down, we find Milner, who dives, trying to get his nose into the end zone there, and this would be a holding penalty by Perez that would erase the 1st down, and also push us back 10 yards, 2nd and 20, and then we have a delay of game. Not able to get the ball snapped puts us to 2nd and 25. We are shooting ourselves in the foot, killing our own drive. We go for a draw to Ingram, not able to get really anything here. I mean, 6 yards would be nice on a first down, but just playing it safe, looking to try and get a field goal on a gain of 4 with this counter run would allow us to just do that, make the field goal. We tie it up, but penalties killed the drive after the huge kick return. We could have had the lead going into the next drive. Instead, UL Monroe has a chance to take the lead back as Wright breaks 1 tackle, gets a gain of 4. We're about just over halfway through the first quarter now. Johnson takes the snap. No pressure in his face. He decides he's just going to runs right past Hops, crosses midfield and get taken down at the 47, where he gives himself up. We send a blitz. Franklin not able to bring him down. Eventually, he does get taken down. They're going to say for no gain as George Sims will be shaken up on that play. Do not worry, he will return later. And we get pressure, destroying this RPO as a foot contusion for George Sims will keep him sidelined for about a quarter here. Now, 3rd and 10 for Johnson. He steps up, thought he wanted to run there, and another errant pass. I thought Lester Hops was going to get his hand on that one again. And now a punt here for UL Monroe, looking to try and pin us deep, and that's exactly what they'll do at the 1-yard line. And here we are trying to avoid a safety, and we cannot get out of the end zone. Special teams should be credited with the 2 points for UL Monroe there as they pin us at the 1 and their defense forces a safety. Maybe we could have called something different there. And now Johnson, 1st and 10, he's scrambling all kinds of room. He gets inside the 50, down to the 44-yard line. 1st and 10, a play action to right, has a man open. He finds Oliver Mitchell, this time able to hook up for a first down. Johnson would hand this one off to Azario Smith, only able to gain 3 as he runs right into a defender, not able to break that tackle. Johnson, once again looking for Mitchell. This one is dropped. 3rd and 7. Can we get them off the field and walk away, only giving up a field goal? We're dropping a spy trying to help our passing game out. We send the spy, and again, he wants Mitchell, and again, it's an incomplete pass. They would elect to go for the field goal, and this time just inside the right upright. I believe I said right upright last time. I meant left upright. But either way, they are now up 8-3. Ingram takes this carry. He's fighting on a hard run there for 9 yards. A play action now for Jenkins. He goes over the middle for the post route, and it's broken up looking for Caleb Brown. Got to hit him in stride there. Making him jump does not help him. Jenkins takes this one on the read option. He'll give himself up as he gets to the 38-yard line. Another first down. RPO for Klein. He will break the first tackle, looking to try and break the second one. Gains 8. As we head near the end of the first quarter, Ingram gets a first down carry as he is pushed forward by the defensive lineman trying to bring him down. Another handoff for Ingram, and another gain of at least 5 yards. That will take us to the end of the first quarter. Now, if we take a look at some of the stats, both teams here are relatively even, especially when it comes to time of possession. And the only reason that they are above us is because we are making our own mistakes. Into the second quarter now, a sack on the day. They are going to credit Robert Adams, the freshman, with that sack. Now Jenkins drifting to his right. He's going to step up, and he tries to get the first down. Robert Adams gets shaken up on that play. We're going to go for it on 4th down, trying to keep and gain some momentum. We'll find Ingram out of the backfield. He's not able to outrun his defender, but he is able to get us a first down, keeping the ball with us. We find Caleb Brown on a bubble screen RPO, and he'll be taken out at the 7-yard line. That's 53 yards on 3 catches for Brown here today. And now Jenkins hit as he throws. It was pressure right up the middle. He's got to get rid of that ball a little bit faster there. Going for the read option. He's looking to the left. Going for it on 4th down. Appears to have paid off as we'll take the lead here in the second quarter. And that will be Jenkins' second rushing touchdown of the year in just as many games. Him and Hops trying to consider themselves the leaders on each side of the ball. We are sending pressure. We get a little bit there towards the end, forcing a throw out of bounds by Johnson. Wright is in the game, flanked off to the right. He'll take this carry, and Hops able to wrestle him down, keeping it to a gain of 3. We show pressure. We are trying to send all 6. No, we drop back. They take a shot deep, and this one is broken up. He really wants to get this ball to Oliver Mitchell Jr. And based on the way he's trying to get there, we need to do everything we can to keep him from getting that ball. Ingrams will cut this one up. He's got plenty of room, and he's pushed out of bounds to the 37-yard line, crossing 60 yards in just his 8th carry. Now Jenkins moving to his right side. He's going to scramble for it. He's going to pick up the first before he is actually knocked out of bounds there. 1st and 10, a handoff to Solomon Beebe up the middle. He stiff arms one man before getting down after a gain of 9. A play action. Jenkins looking for Russell out of the backfield, and this one's incomplete. 3rd and 1. They send a little bit of pressure. We go short to Brown. He breaks one tackle, stiff arms a man before he's taken out at the 5. Jenkins is on fire now. It's going to be a touch pass to Ishmael Cece. He's breaking all kinds of tackles, and he's into the end zone. I believe that is also his 2nd touchdown of the year in just as many games. Getting back to Monroe, Johnson will hand this one off to Wright. A gain of 6. I don't think we've been able to get him for a loss yet. Rosario Smith checks into the game. He also gets a gain of 4. Those were both back-to-back 4 runs, not a gain of 6. But still, my point remains. We've yet to get him in the backfield, and we won't do it on this play as the defense parts like the Red Sea, allowing Wright to get nearly to the 50-yard line. He would cross the 50. No, he would not. Nearly does, but we get him for a short gain of 1. He's still going forward. Now a play action for Johnson. A great cut block by the running back. On this play, he was looking for Nick Trujillo. And, I mean, he is 3 for 12, 36 yards, and an interception. He is struggling so far in this game. Could be said that he is the reason why they're not winning right now. And now Johnson, he'll find a man. That is a complete pass to Tremaine Ware on the right side. Just as we highlight his struggles, he comes back and hits an absolute dart. Now, Johnson, plenty of time, taking a shot to the end zone. It's up, and it is incomplete. I think he was looking for Trujillo one more time there. Now, Johnson, we're sending the blitz. We get the sack. That's Tariq Watson in the slot, able to get there. I think we got to keep a note of that and maybe try to bring that heat some more now. Trujillo on the tunnel screen. We forced him to punt this ball away, but we would go 3 and out, and we finally get a tackle for loss there. 3-yard loss in the read option. A handoff to Wright. He gets it back, and then some more, nearly getting the first down, bringing up 3rd and inches. Now they come out in goal line. We come out in the 5-3, and we are not able to stop them there. That is something the CPU does now. I think I got it on Strategist. They are trying to just keep the ball and keep moving forward. Trujillo on the completion. And this would actually take us to 2-minute warning as they used up the remaining 30 seconds before the warning to pick their play. Now coming out of the warning, Johnson wants to step up a little bit, and this one's incomplete. Another missed opportunity for Oliver Mitchell Jr. 1:56 left. Johnson, he'll just check this one down to the swing route, and Wright gets pushed out of bounds. They'll say that he does not gain nor lose any yards on this play. Now, Iman Smalls will get shaken up there. He would come back. We're going to try and send 6. They pick it up effectively. He takes a shot for the end zone, and we get that one animation that saves us as Trujillo would end up dropping this one. We get the ball back. We are looking to try to add something before halftime. Ingram picks up some great blocks. This is why you have seen him as the lead back instead of the 4-star that we were able to get this offseason in Alex Casillas. I just have not seen enough from him in practice to warrant getting him the ball a bit more. And now a sack. That's Robert Adams. So that wasn't him earlier, but it is him now. Able to get that sack, pushing us to a 2nd and 19. We're going outside to CC. And we do gain some yards back. 3rd and 6. We go with a draw play to BB. They were not expecting it, and we're able to get this first down. We are about in field goal range. Wanting the tunnel screen. BB breaks one tackle. He'll pick up another first down. Under 30 seconds now. We get a quick play to Ferguson. He gets a block from Klein, and he gets into the end zone off of an RPO meant for the tight ends. And he's going to show you how to hit the quad. So we will go into halftime up 24-8. Things started off really slow for our offense, and it seems now they've been able to wake up. Now let's see if the Blazers can keep this momentum and finish the game to the second half, or will UL Monroe embarrass us by having a fantastic 16-point comeback. We do get the ball coming out of halftime here. We hand it off to Marquise Collins, and he goes absolutely nowhere. We're lucky to get a gain of 1 on that play. We send a man in motion. That's Solomon Beebe. He will juke out one defender and allow us to get a first down. After that first down catch by Beebe, Jenkins, there's a flag on the play. He finds Caleb Brown, and he'll go up to about the 45-yard line. And Solomon Beebe, after making a good play, now causes us to be backed up 1st and 20, but Jenkins would actually pick up 10 yards on that QB scramble. And on his next play, he will get us to 3rd and inches, finding Corey Milner. We go to direct snap to the halfback, and Marquise Collins able to get us a first down. Now Jenkins finds a man wide open, but he put too much air under the ball, allowing the defender to be able to make it. I think we had a great play in a cover 3 beater there. And now Collins, only a gain of 2, forcing 3rd and long. And we find a man in CC, but he drops it on contact. They do get us off the field, and now UL Monroe looking to capitalize with play action. Johnson, I thought he was going to run there, and I think this one was batted up and maybe caught. Either way, it's out of bounds. As now Wright hurdling over nobody. We'll get a gain of 3. So now we have them in a 3rd and long, trying to get them back off the field and remain in control of this game. We send some pressure. Johnson finds Trujillo, and he gets a first down at the 32-yard line. Now we send a slot on the blitz again. We nearly get there. We were close enough with the pressure to affect the throw. So 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to Smith. I think that's only his 3rd or 4th carry of the day, and he gets another gain of 4. And now we're going to send 6 men with a twist up front, getting 3 free rushers to the QB, and it is Dylan Kidd getting the ball back to us, but sadly our offense goes 3 and out. And now Wright, having the UAB defense back on the field, looking to try to grind them down, starting off with a gain of 1 on the rush. Play action, finds Trujillo. He will not get the first, but he will make it 3rd and inches. We try to switch things up on their goal line, going 6-2. That didn't work. That made it even easier. We're going to have to stick with the 5-3 if they choose to go for it in those short situations again. Brandon Franklin able to make a play on the ball there, forcing an incompletion for 2nd and 10. Here we go with Johnson. He finds his man Trujillo. That'll be a quick gain of 5 yards. Over halfway through the 3rd quarter now, we are really moving through this game. And I mean, Trujillo, he's just been catching everything thrown at him for the most part, minus I think a couple of deep shots. If it's intermediate or short, he's catching everything. And Wright gets taken down by Franklin after a short gain of 2. Now Johnson nearly gets this ball to Jordan Anohi. I hope I'm saying that right. I am terribly sorry if I'm not. But bringing up 3rd and 8, Johnson avoids pressure. This one is caught, finally getting the ball to Oliver Mitchell Jr. Now coming to the line just outside of the red zone, Johnson goes short, He finds Joe Basley. That'll get him the first down, and we're going to lose Nnamdi Ogboko. He was a big name, and very happy to have brought him in, but he gets shaken up on that play. He would be able to return a little bit later, but with us having a lead right now, I think I'm okay with him sitting out a little bit as Johnson takes this one. On the read option, he gets taken down, 3rd and 2 coming up. Now, apparently they can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Once again, it's 3rd and 2. He sends a man in motion. It is straight up the middle for Wright. He stretches the ball and only gets to the 1. Can we make a goal line stand? 4th and 1 from the 1. And Wright does not get it. It was Tariq Watson that came screaming off the edge to make that play. And now Marquise Collins trying to do everything he can to avoid a safety. Solomon Beebe is running through defenders, getting us to a short 3rd and 2. Final play of the 3rd quarter, and BB drops it. That's going to force us to punt. Luckily enough, the punt does cross midfield, and now a play action pressure in his face. He gets this one out to Cade McIntyre. That's his first catch in the day. A short gain of 3. He's got right to his left side. Johnson steps into this one, and he finds Onohi. Again, I hope I'm saying that right. That's the name we're going with right now. As Wright loses 2, we finally get him again in the backfield. And 3rd and 12 upcoming after a run of no gain. We've been consistently able to get pressure with the corner on the slot blitz, and we do it again, and Trujillo is not able to make that play as Beasley's covering him. Marquise Collins, as we're in the 4th quarter, gets a gain of 2. Jenkins moving right, and having to have our receivers jump, again, it's a little bit concerning. We're not putting that ball on them in stride. Klein gets taken down after a gain of 4. He's usually able to break those tackles, but he has to be able to get some momentum. Solomon Beebe gets to carry. He is bringing us 3rd and 4. And now Jenkins, 1, he got hit as he throws, and secondly, that one was batted down. So again, we're just not getting anything here. We finally had a play on Johnson. He bounces off of a defender and is able to pick up a gain of 4. The score is still 24-8, but look at this. He's able to rip off a 32-yard run. That is Jaden Wright making that play, trying to give some life to this ULM offense. They get another first down catch I'm just going to call you Jordan because I don't want to mess up your last name again. And now Johnson, he's on the read option for the first down to bring up 2nd and 3. They're starting to roll, picking up 7 on that last play, looking to try to get the first down. It's going to be a handoff for Deshaun Ford, and he has to fight for that one, but he does get it. They finally look like they're going to counter the nickel blitz, and they get it to Mitchell. Wide open, nobody really within 5 yards of him when he makes that catch. Johnson gets sacked. Ezra Odenjor on the play, forcing a 3rd down and 8. And now they're looking for the read option. Johnson looking for a first down. He doesn't get it, but they're going to go for it on 4th down. That's the only reason you call that kind of play on 3rd. Can we get the pressure? We send 3. We send 4. It was a zone blitz, and Oliver Mitchell makes his catch, sticks his foot in the ground, turns it up to get that first. ULM needs to get to the end zone. They're running out of time. Johnson stepping up. He'll give himself up after a gain of 3 inside the 10. Again, they desperately need this end zone. Johnson, he finds his man, and it's into the end zone. Rosario Smith gets tackled into the end zone there. They are going to have to go for 2 here to try and make this a 1-score game. 2-point conversion from the 3-yard line. Johnson drops back. We have a free rusher. It's a safety able to get over there, causing the fumble, and we will fall on it. Now for the onside kick. It is picked up by the Blazers, and we're going to drop ourselves there. And looking, Coach Kanoy is telling Keon Jenkins, it's time to end this ball game. And no one else is on the field with them. Had to just move that animation around. I really wanted that one there. And now Jenkins goes play action. He's looking for a shot to the end zone. A dagger to CC, and it's incomplete just over his head. Playing it a little safer now for BB actually gets us to lose a yard. Now we're going to pass it again, just looking to get the field goal range or really just put this game out of range. And Jenkins steps out of bounds after a gain of 5, forcing us to have to attempt a 51-yard field goal, which luckily enough, it looks like we will make. That brings the score 27-14. Excuse me for not keeping up with the numbers as well as I should have been. As now Johnson, he'll find his man Trujillo, and he's got plenty of yards today. 8 catches for 103 yards. We can't just consider this garbage time, as any score can still give them an opportunity to get closer and maybe tie this game up. They are only down by 14, so for all we know, they could still win this game, as it's not over until it's over. And Johnson scrambles for a first down. They're trying to get the ball snapped before the 2-minute warning. They will do just that. We do get the pressure with the nickel blitz again. Johnson breaks that sack though, and he's down the field to the 5. First and goal. Johnson hands this one off to Wright. He's hesitating a little bit. He hits a spin. He's taken down at the 4. They're running hurry up. They need all 3 of their timeouts, and they're just going to keep moving this ball forward as Johnson, he's running right. He's scrambling left. He's running back right. He is tackled with a ball's out, and they get backed up to the 5. Third and goal. They're going hurry up again. Johnson is a slippery one, trying to do everything he can. We send 6. We get some pressure, and he throws this one, and there's nobody within 10 yards of that ball. Where is our intentional grounding flag? We send some pressure. It's 4th and goal, and this one is dropped. He was looking for Tremaine Ware, and that's how this one ends. We actually come away with the win. We're 2-0 now. And as we start looking ahead to next week, we take on another rival in Memphis. We come into this, we'll go into that game 2-0. They beat us last year 26-0, so we'll be looking for that revenge. If you enjoyed, I tried to get every play as I could in this game, as well as keep it interesting, and really just try to change up my voice recording style and just make things a little bit better for both you, the viewer, and me, the one who has to do all the other stuff about this video. Again, if you enjoyed, like it, subscribe, show it to your friends, and continue to follow. I will try to get the next episode out as soon as possible. Thank y'all for tuning in.